What up, guys? Coach Mike coming at you a little bit late today. It is the weekend, so I woke up this morning. I did max 30 ab workout. It was like, I don't remember what it's called. What is it called? Ab attack. Boom. And then I did plyo core, and then I did body beast legs. So, got my workout in for the day. Then I read for a long time. I got 5 new books in today. So I'm really excited about that, and obviously I didn't have work this morning, and so I wasn't in a rush to make a video. I hope that's okay with you guys. I hope I didn't make you wait too long, and I hope this still catches some of you guys. So, the message for today, it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. I did take a couple notes for you guys. Now, this is about finding your destiny, and hopefully this helps you. Because, you know, when it comes to picking something that you want to be good at and that you want to pursue, let's say you want the good life, you want to be financially well off. Let's say we're just talking about business, we're just talking about finance right now. You want the good life. So, you want to pick something that you're good at, and, you know, sometimes you might get frustrated with this, and you might feel like, well, there's a lot of things that I'm good at. That's what I don't want you to get caught up on, okay? Pick one thing. Pick one thing that you're good at. So, for example, Michael Jordan, he was a really talented guy. He's proof that even if you're good at a lot of things and you have a lot of talent, you can be good at one thing. Just pick one thing and make that your focus. If your focus is too much in too many different areas, it's going to be tough for you to reach your goals and get at that top 5%. Let's say globally, okay? Set your standards way high. So I want to be up there with Tony Robbins, Les Brown, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. That's my goal. My goal is to help 1 million people. That's the next thing that I want to talk to you about. So when you're setting your goal and you're finding the one thing that you're going to focus on, pick it and set it in, or be able to say it in one sentence, okay? So, I heard it put this way: make sure it passes your 96-year-old grandma test. You know, so the shorter the better. Make it one sentence. Like for me, my one sentence would be, I want to transform lives through mass media. Okay, so I want to transform lives through mass media. That's 7 words. You know, you can make it 12, 20, you know, but if you can get it to 6 or 10, great. That's your project for today. Pick out what you are trying to accomplish and be able to say it in one sentence. Now, you may want a bunch of different things. The key to picking this out is the thing that you pick out. Make sure if you get there, it's going to allow you to have all the other things too. So, like, for example, I was reading the Bible this morning as well. It was Mark 11, 24, 25, might be 23, 24. 25 is forgive everybody who you pray for. But 23 and 24, it says, anything that you pray for will come about, and anything that you believe in, it will surely be given to you. But you have to pray about it. And then it says, when you're in prayer, make sure that you've forgiven your brother, and God will forgive you the same way. So this morning, I heard God say, just, what do you want, Michael? You know, just be honest. You know, what do you want? And there was a list, you know, that I put together, and it wasn't all selfish. You know, the first thing on my list was, I want to help 1 million people in one day. So I'm sharing that with you now. I know that's crazy, but I would love to get to that point. And, you know, I'll be happy. You know, you aim for the moon and you end up somewhere among the stars. That's how they say it. So pick one thing, and if you need help picking that thing, I've got a couple more things for you here. 4 things. 4, like, let's say you're drawing circles and you've got 4 different areas, okay? Here's how you pick your one thing. Number one, what you grew up around. So, for example, my dad grew up in sales, and my mom is a super social person. And, I always told myself, if I end up like my mom and I'm as likable as my mom, then I'm going to be happy in life, because she's just amazing, and I would be lucky to end up like her. Now, my dad, he's super talented, and he's brilliant, and he's been in sales for 20 years. And he's a very analytical guy. He's a very smart guy. He knows details. And so, and he's good at presenting. So that's why I feel like that those two things, what I grew up around, I feel like that those are great foundations to be a stepping stone on where I want to get in life. Now, the second area, right? There's 4. That was number 1. Number 2 is, what do strangers compliment you on? Let's say you're a good singer. Now, your mom or your dad or your friends are always going to tell you that you're great. Not always, they'll probably be honest with you, but let's say in this scenario, they're being overly nice, right? Don't judge what you should do on, obviously, people tell you that you're beautiful, your mom will tell you that you're beautiful, your dad will tell you that you're beautiful, but that doesn't mean you should be a model, right? But if you go out into the world and somebody tells you that you have a great smile, then maybe you should be on camera, maybe you should be a presenter, maybe you should be a model, something like that. Or if you're really good at fitness, I'm doing this coaching thing right now, and eventually I want to make fitness my focus. Now, the one focus that I have right now is being a life coach, and I want to do that because I want to be the person that can help people get around those barriers that they have in life that can really make it hard to reach their fitness goals. I know what setbacks are like. I know what internal struggle is like. My first passion that I ever wanted to be was a psychologist, right? So the reason why people do things, understanding why people do things and why people are the way that they are, and what they choose to do, it really interests me. And understanding that really interests me. So that kind of goes with the whole coaching thing. I want to help people. I want to transform lives through mass media. I'm also really interested in people, in connecting. It's not just that I want to be popular and shine and be a rock star. I really want to help people. So that's the second one, is what do people compliment you on? What do strangers compliment you on? What kind of feedback do they give you? That'll give you a little bit of a clue on what you should push towards. Now, 3, if this might be for if you're older, like let's say, maybe not if you're 18, but maybe, but for the past 10 years, what have you been doing already? So for the past 10 years, I've been working in some sort of customer service, relations, technical support type thing, where I'm talking to people every day. Or I was in sales for 2 years. I was doing that. So that just because I may not always, maybe because I'm not going to be a technical support engineer for the rest of my life. Obviously, I'm not going to. That's not going to happen. But that doesn't mean that those 10 years have to be a waste, right? Use the past 10 years to your advantage in some way. If your passion is tennis, for example, but you've been working at Nordstrom selling shoes, maybe you should sell tennis stuff. You don't have to be a tennis pro, but like if you want to lose weight, right? You could become a coach. Use your transformation story to inspire people. It's so big and so impactful to feel like that you're changing lives. Pick something that you have been doing for the past 10 years and twist it into a way that you can help people, help communities, be a part of a community. And, you know, like Zig Ziglar says, if you help enough people get what they want, eventually you're going to get what you want. Okay, so number 4. 4. What can you talk about effortlessly on a Saturday night when you're just going back and forth with your friends? That's a great thing to consider. Like, I could talk about fitness, or I could talk about change all night. You know, just easy. Like, that comes naturally. Or I could tell somebody tips on how they could better their life. You know, that comes naturally. So that's going to give you a clue. So to recap, number 1, what you grew up around. Number 2, what kind of feedback are you getting from strangers? Number 3, what have you been doing for the past 10 years, and how can you transform that into where you want to be in life? And number 4, what can you talk about effortlessly on a Saturday night? So that's basically my message for today. You know, if you had a hard time in life, one thing that you can do is turn your mess into a message. You know, use your struggle to connect with other people who have been through the same thing, and use that to help them. That's my message for today, guys. I love you. God bless. Peace.